Hi, today we're going to show you how to do some basic copying and pasting with tracks after you've recorded your musical material. To begin though, let's record some musical material. All you need to do is select the track you'll be recording with. We're going to use the classical acoustic guitar sound. Make sure your cursor is in the appropriate location. For our example today, we'll start at the beginning, and then click record. You'll notice the musical typing keyboard is not going to appear on the screen when I do this, and that's because I have the MIDI controller plugged in and will use that instead. If you were doing this project on your own at home without these MIDI controllers, you could use the musical typing keyboard. Let's begin. Right at the end, you might have heard me hit some additional keys. We can get rid of those notes with very little problem. The first step I want to show you is how to split a track. You'll see now my recorded material here. Each of these gray lines is a note. At the end, you'll see the cluster of notes I did not mean to hit. If I wanted my musical recording to stop at measure 6, I can move the cursor back to measure 6, make sure the track is selected. It already is, but let me show you what it looks like when it's not. You see it's a ghosted out color green. So I select the track. I always double check by making sure I click on the chunk I would like to split as well. And then you can go to Edit, Split. I've now split this recording into two chunks that I can move independently of each other. Now that I have two different chunks, one of which contains the material I want, one of which contains my mistake, it's simple enough to highlight the mistakes chunk and hit delete. Now it's gone. After this, I can copy and paste this chunk just as I might in a Word program. I can go Edit, Copy. I'll move the cursor to where I want to paste it. Let's paste it at measure 7. And go to Edit, Paste. You can always move the chunks afterwards to line them up where you want them to be. Let's hear this now. One thing to point out, the clicking you hear is the metronome. You can toggle that on and off down here by clicking the metronome key. I like to have it on while recording, but I sometimes turn it off so I can listen to the playback. I will rewind, hit play, and here we go again. You might have noticed the very first note didn't seem to sound. Let's try that again. Do you hear that? Let's double click this section and see what we can do. Here's this first note. You can edit each note individually down here in the editing section. You can toggle that on and off by clicking the scissors. I'm going to make sure that is right on the beginning. What probably happened is I started recording it before the measure began. I'm going to rewind it. And there it is. So that is how you can split a track, delete unwanted material, copy and paste a chunk of music, edit and move those chunks, and also a brief look at how to move individual notes. We'll look more at those individual notes later when we talk about quantizing and transposing. For now though, there you have it.